Hello. Apologies, I was trying to finish my dinner. How are you, Bebo? Welcome in. Let me open up my brown sugar tea. It's okay. It's okay, tea. I'll drink it, but the taro was better. Today we're just gonna continue working on this sleeve here. I need my towel. Forgot to grab my towel. Oh my goodness. I think I need to put it over here. Yeah, we'll put it over here. Swap those. Okay. Now we got our shit in order. Excuse me. Okay, fix my bowl here. Gosh, things are a mess even after I took so long to set up. Gosh dang it. Okay. I've been trying to investigate. There was this loud banging noise outside. It's driving me crazy. It happens like every single day. It's ridiculous, to be honest. It sounds like a firework, but who shoots off a single large firework and then just like nothing else? It doesn't make sense. Trying a couple new setup things. Mostly just how my camera is set up. Pull out some yarn. Make life a little easier if I have a little bit of a tail there. Oh man, my yarn is catching on my hand. Very weird feeling. Just have like a little teeny bit of like dried skin that it's catching on. Not a fun feeling, but I'm sure it'll wear down. There we go. A little better. Man, today at work it was really nice and chill during the day. And then in the afternoon, it just picked up and I was just so busy. I hate it when that happens. You start planning, like, well, I'm working from home. since not a lot is happening, maybe I can, sneak into a couple of games. And then you start playing them, and then suddenly your email blows up. You're like, God damn it. That's not what I wanted at all. My sister-in-law is supposed to send me pictures of her cat because my niece, her birthday party is this weekend, and she wants to have pictures of her cat printed, like nice pictures printed, so she could put them on the wall. And I'm very excited. I'm gonna order like nice prints, not even nice prints, like canvases, and we'll give that to her for her birthday. It's gonna be super fun. Oof, come on. Dropping stitches, bud. You know what I need? I need like a pad or something squishy for my elbow right here, because I keep like pushing down on my desk, and it's kind of hurts. It's not like crippling pain, but it is definitely uncomfortable. Excuse me. Dang. I had sandwiches, and I guess a little bit of peanut butter stuck to the back of my throat. The worst feeling. Excuse me. Oh man. I knew I would be able to get that stitch. The stitch was just being dumb. Hey, Hellion, how are you? Welcome in. It's coming to hang out. Kind of a quiet day today. I didn't like prep any conversations to have with myself today. Normally I try to have one and I just don't. I'm just over here spacing out. Heck. Hi, Beef. Hi, Nevea. How are you? How was your birthday? Did you do anything fun? Or are you like me? Yeah, nothing. That's okay. I try not to do anything on my birthday. I think I do that more as a defense mechanism than anything else, though, to be completely honest. I like doing things with other people on my birthday, but I also like, I don't know, I just don't like having to plan it. Oh, come on. Struggling. You'll celebrate in 2027, that's for sure. Is it because it's like one of the big birthdays? One of the big fives? Just investigating the 7 days 3.0 update. It's absolutely what I would expect from BHVR. BHVR? You're 35 this year. Oh, okay. Is 36 just a better number then? Dead by Daylight Company. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I didn't know that they took over 7 days. Interesting. It means we got through. That's fair. Got through midterms at least, I guess. I'm just having a cozy day of crocheting today. I gotta get more background music than, like the 6 songs. I have to look up and see if the guy has anything else. It's gonna chill like this. I'd be fine with all piano. Changed almost nothing. They slightly added some customizations, and the difference from 2.5 to 2.6 was a larger change, but no, they're calling 3.0. Oof. I mean, it can't be more disastrous than the latest, like, Phasmophobia update. Added new game modes, but no, these are just presets with the game settings. Oof. Yeah, it couldn't be more disastrous than Phasmo, because Phasmo was unplayable when the update came out. So wouldn't say it's disastrous, just a nothing burger. Ah, got it. Goodness, excuse me. I thought I was going to have to spend a portion of tonight trying to figure out what to buy my nieces for their birthdays this weekend because they share a birthday. But turns out I didn't have to do that. They told me exactly what they want. So much easier that way. The 2X updates, especially 2.0, were a disaster, and 2.1 through 2.6 were just spent on damage control and rolling it back. But at least they had ambition, were trying to do things, and were honest and transparent. Yeah. They had a town hall with the angry players and did their best. I think the Phasmo devs would be crucified if they did that. TBH. Like every little bit of this update has slowly been rolled back just a little bit because it's just been garbage. If they did a town hall, oof. There are a lot of things that could you imagine Bungie doing a town hall in regards to Destiny? That would be really fucking funny to see. Don't follow Bungie. Fuck. I can't stop yawning. I don't really follow Bungie, but they're really messing up right now between, not continuing Destiny and instead trying to force everyone to play Marathon. Everywhere the Arison went, her entire community would surely go. That's the only reason I know anything about Destiny. I know a little bit about Destiny. I wanted to play Destiny 1, but by the time I got to the game, it was dead. So it wasn't worth trying to play. But now that Destiny 2 is having a resurgence, I'm more than willing to jump in and try it. I had very good friends who played that game. In fact, one of them, she met, like, in her clan, she met a guy, and this guy ended up falling in love, and she moved countries to go live with him, and they got married, and they've been together since. This was like at least 10 years ago now. There was like a news article done on them in Canada. It's pretty cool. The only reason people say Dead by Daylight is because nobody else has a basically functional asymmetric PvP game. Now that Behavior is trying to get their hand at a super oversaturated genre. The worst. Oh, excuse me. Oh, stretching feels so good. You ever had one of those stretches that, like, it feels so freeing afterwards? Sorry, I have a hangnail that's catching on everything. It's driving me crazy. Doing a lot of yoga. I miss doing yoga. I used to do it a lot. I used to go to yoga classes even. But I didn't want to continue paying for the gym membership for it, so I did not continue. Thought you were gonna say that I have a hangover. I don't drink that much. In fact, I feel like I rarely drink at this point. Like, I'll talk a big game about drinking, but I don't do it very much. Dang, there we go. One of them is still there. I want to be a sus muffin. It's okay. You don't have to be a sus muffin. Being a sus muffin has its drawbacks. For example, people just assume that that's what you're into when you're a sus muffin. And that is definitely not always the case. I'll talk a big game, but I'm definitely asexual. I even know what I'm into. Oof. I know what you mean. Ugh, ouchie. Okay, now we can continue on. No experience and all that. You'll get there. Sometimes it just takes a little bit. Dude, these fucking hangnails. They're so bad right now. Why are they so bad? It's driving me nuts, so. Okay, I think they're all gone now. Like, I'm feeling, just to make sure. Should be gone. Okay. Damn, dude. Okay, now we continue. Oh, wait, shit. I should. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Next one. Okay. Had to keep track on my tablet. My tablet is conveniently hidden behind my picture on screen. I had to work with my mom. My mom is really good at sewing. So I had to work with my mom to figure out if I can do like fix this pattern a little bit so it fits me better. So when Shock tried it on, or well, when I finished the first one, it was too big for me. It was like I was swimming in it. It was awful. So I still tried it on. And I found that like the design of the shirt or the design of the sweater, the way it's put together, it made it really tight across my shoulders, like across the back. So I need to figure out a way to make them not as tight because it's really bad, like really bad. So I had to ask my mom, who is really good at sewing. Like she and I made cosplays. She did all the sewing on it. And she told me how to possibly fix it. We're gonna see if it works. A learning experience, yeah. It's kind of a so IRL. I have very broad shoulders. I always have had really broad shoulders. It makes buying clothing kind of a pain in the ass sometimes. And this pattern is from 1957, and while it's still a male's pattern, like it's just not designed for someone that's not the, stereotypical nuclear family male build. So I'm having to figure out how to fix up the pattern to fit better. Ryan Gosling, he's not a large guy. No, he's not. But I mean, so the pattern came with technically 4 different sizes, but even then, like the sizes don't go very large, and the sizes are basically just the same size, the same shape, no matter the size. Which, I mean, I guess it's better than nothing, but Keep up the good work. It's astonishing to me. I'm sure if you sat down and practiced it, you would be okie dokie at it. Like, literally, the only reason I'm able to do this is because I've done this for so long. And anything that I'm not confident in, like changing the way that the pattern like gets put together, I can talk to like my mom about, or I have, you know, crochet communities that I can reach out to. No, it's witchcraft. No, it's not witchcraft. Although it does feel like a spell sometimes. You're waving around a stick and suddenly something that wasn't there is now there. I had a $5 bet with myself that you would say, well, if you knew crocheting, you would say it belongs in the trash or something to that effect. What? What? I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say something so mean. Do you even know me? It's more of a, I am confident in your abilities to learn. Dude, been this loud bang that's happened almost every night between like 7 p.m. and 8 p.m. It sounds like a single like black cat firework every single night. And it terrifies all of the pets and honestly kind of pisses me off. You heard it too, so it's not just me. I don't know what the fuck that is. It's starting to piss me off. Like, what on earth could be causing that loud bang? I don't think too much about long-term projects like I do guitar, bass guitar to practice the time. That's fair. Think it's louder over by me? It might be. I mean, it seemed pretty loud. It seemed like almost right ahead overhead of me this time. I don't get it. I'm not a fan. It is so stupid. Like, I don't know. I'm not a fan either. I'm a human being. I watched a video of a walrus like getting frustrated and starting going like pop, 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 with its lips. It was really fucking funny. It reminded me of a fan. I'm trying to ask on like the subreddit for the city, you know, if anyone else has heard this bang. And one of the first response was, "It was your mother." Like, wow, you're so original. Oh my god. Thank you for your input. It is so valuable. You'd say that too. It's a little different when, you know, friends say it to friends. Do you see those new shirts that I posted in the Discord? There was a. Let me pull up one of the pictures and share it on stream. Shit is so ridiculous. Hold on. Oh my god, there's so many things here. Okay. This is one of them. The law says feet pics or prison. We're like, that's a riot. It's cat girl riot. Wake up, superstar. Capitalism demands your sacrifice. This one's good. This one's great. Trust the news. It's not real, but it's so engaging. Please lie to me, daddy government. This one made me giggle when I saw it. This one's good. They have a lot of like working out shirts with like maids lifting weights saying, "Do you even lift?" Stuff like that. That is definitely not pertain to me. We should get them for Jeremy and Tyler. Dude, I was thinking about it. They've got some amazing ones on here, dude. There's, let me see if I could pull up gym and lifting. Gym is my therapy. It's not working. Like, that's a good one. Dragon Dogma 2 Dark Artisan is going to be so odd. Did you know that anyone who plays Dragon's Dogma is an artisan? We're the artisans. You could be one too, because saving the planet is the best thing to do. I have so many games on my plate, dude. Like, we're starting Destiny, and I have games that I play with, like, Courtney and Andrew in them. And then Path of Exile is coming out with their next expansion next month. Like, there's so many things, dude. And, like, I also downloaded, or bought and downloaded the original Control game because it looked really cool. So, there's just a lot, dude. Oh, this is the shirt we should buy for Jeremy, Courtney. Hold on, let me. Feral gym rat. It is so Jeremy coded. I love it. Like, yes, I know, right? Oh my god. I saw it and I was like, that's Jeremy. That's Jeremy. Do they both work out? They work out together on Mondays. I don't know details beyond they work out together. Is Random Bard a barnyard friend? Yeah, Random Bard's Courtney. Cat friend. Here, I'll send the gym rat one to the group so that you have access to that link. Because that one's great. Me talking directly to Courtney as if she's not here. It's okay. Nevaeh, is this Courtney in the room with you right now? I like how Deedly D came on directly when you were getting humiliated. It's okay. That's what it's there for. Oh, this one's for Tyler, Courtney. Here you go. The Hippocratic Oath. First do arms. The Harmacist. I know, this one is so great. I love this one. There you go. I posted that one too for you. The only problem is these are expensive. Do no harm is not actually the Hippocratic Oath. Yeah, it's a lot longer, and it's only the first part of the Hippocratic Oath, if I remember correctly. I really love those shirts. They're just ridiculous. The deedly dee oath. Do do do. You have news. Breaking news. Figured out who I'm dedicated my PhD dissertation to. Ooh, exciting. To your best friend who lives in Malaysia? That'll be sweet. Are you gonna send it to them? Like after it's all done? I don't think I would dedicate it to anyone, but she's been super supportive. Aw. Well, that's good. It's always good to have like a super like supportive friend that helps you through stuff. Fallen behind, you think it'll be done in 2 years. You know, sometimes it's worth taking a little bit of time. I posted something on Facebook about like the where all of the sounding stations are for balloon launches, like weather balloon launches. Because if I were to go back to school, I think it would be for meteorology. I'm still on Facebook, mostly for friends. Well, not for friends, for family. Because my in laws post all of the events on Facebook. So somebody has to get the invitations. You didn't know where that sentence was going? Don't you know what sounding is? Um, but I was posting a picture about it because there's like what is it, like 1,000-mile like bare spot over Wyoming, Utah, Nevada, Oregon, like pretty much the entirety of the Rockies. All of that, there are no weather balloons that go up. So, um, it was pretty it was a pretty interesting thing to see. And I was also like, if you are upset about how we don't know what kind of weather we're going to have, this is why. Because we don't have eyes to be able to tell. If I'm going back to school, balloons. Fair. No, I'm not gonna. You can look up sounding on your own. That's a you Google search. But I posted that picture about it and was, kind of bitching and moaning about the whole like people not knowing what's going on for weather and stuff. And an old friend of mine, someone I haven't spoken to in a while because they moved states, sent me a message and was like, I had forgotten this, but he works in meteorology. He actually earned his credentials and stuff in the military. He was a military weatherman and stuff. Really interesting stuff. But he sent me a message about it and we talked about weather and all of that kind of stuff for a while. And I made a comment. I said, if I were to go back to school, I would be going back for meteorology because it's so fascinating and so important. But in the United States, that doesn't seem doable because they keep cutting it. And even if we immediately get all that funding back for that kind of stuff, there are so many meteorologists out of a job that it's going to be a highly contested field, and someone brand new to the field isn't going to be as competitive as someone who's been there for a long time. So it doesn't seem reasonable or like a good idea to do it. I mean, I might still try. Um, but I don't know. I haven't decided. I probably won't decide until after we finish paying off like credit cards and stuff. But um he and I were talking about that, and he said just move to Sweden or Norway or somewhere where they actually give a shit about the climate. It's like, that's valid. They don't give student visas to Americans, though, is the only problem. The research. The ones say so people are casually interested in 7 days, so every time a new update comes out, I look into it for them so they don't have to waste time. That's good. I do the same thing for Path of Exile, kind of. I look into it. Might have some luck that way. Other nations are actively trying to poach American professors. Well, that's good. But yeah, I really want to stay in America if I can for several altruistic reasons. My biggest problem is I don't want to leave family behind. You know what I mean? I can handle being friends, online. It would suck, but I can handle being friends online with everybody. I can't handle leaving family behind since we see them all the time. Like literally every week we see family. So it'd be really hard not to do that. I'm really nervous about this different shape. I hope it doesn't make it lay weird. I mean, it should be fine, but I am worried about it laying weird. I should go back and look back at the picture that my mom sent me. Make sure I'm doing it right. Okay. Okay. I think I got it. I don't see anyone in person, but I just feel bad leaving everyone in America. And I won't be able to change things so easily in America if you're not a citizen anymore. Feels like you're abandoning your post. I get that. It's hard to, feel a certain way about the way things are going in life and not be able to do anything. I think if I were to go back to school and um eventually get into like meteorology, it'd be super cool to be a meteorologist for NASA. You know how fucking cool that would be? God damn. If I were going purely selfishly, I'd go to Malaysia. I would definitely be going to a Nordic country, either Norway or Sweden, Switzerland. I mean, Switzerland would be fine too. That's a dream, I know. Country is not a great fit for me, but I'd be with my bestie. Malaysia has a state religion and doesn't have freedom of speech. Yeah. That would be a problem for me. I'm not good at holding my tongue. Just have to not insult the king, who is a figurehead. Well, judging by how I talk about every kind of leader, I think I would be bad at that. Beggars can't be choosers, true. Man, so I'm looking at this post that I made about that loud banging sound, and people can hear it all the way like 4 city blocks away. It was wild. You had to really? Yeah, dude. I'll put the link to the post. Granted, the post isn't that interesting. I'll just drop it in memes too. But had a loud banging sound the other night. It was a drunk guy trying to break down your door. He didn't know where he was, and I gave him directions to his room. Oh no. He was just confused. He wasn't aggressive, just confused. Yeah, oof. Oh, he was aggressive. Okay, never mind. The worst. I I had a friend, I think he's been on stream once or twice. It's been a very long time. But he'll admit this himself, so I'm not trying to be like mean. He has terrible taste in women. And he apparently had a woman, like a lady friend over, and then like the day after or like a week later, she tried to like claim that she was pregnant by him and that she was gonna like kill herself and the baby and then him and like all this stuff. But she didn't know that he like had the snip done. So he literally couldn't even have kids. I mean, I know that there's like a non-zero chance, but it is a very, very, very tiny chance. Um, so he ended up sleeping with a knife under his pillow for like months because she was crazy, dude. Crazy. It was wild when he was telling me about it. I mean, I guess I can't say much because of the guy who decided he wanted to force me to be okay around guns, even though I was definitely not. So some people are just crazy. They don't belong in polite society. I am also glad I'm with Shock. Tend to fall for the best people I know, but the people who end up falling for me are the worst people I know. Ooh. Yeah. Hope your ex finds the way. I hope mine does too. People be cray. So cray, dude. How are you, Napoleon? How are you? What are you up to? Getting ready for stream? Did you ever get Star Miner to work? I know you said something about it being super bugged and you had to basically start over. I don't know if you had to restart that sector or start over the game. I hope my exes stay lost. One of my exes, I haven't seen him in a long time. Well, okay. I haven't talked to him in a long time. Um, he's been deployed with the Navy for a long time. And like a month ago, I saw him at a local grocery store. I know it was him. Like, I could not, like, it had to be him. And I was just like, what the fuck? What is he doing here? Like, it wasn't like a, a a store that was near like where his parent his mom lived, where he lived with her for a long time. So it was just really weird to see him. He seemed to be doing okay. He was with another girl. They seemed happy. That's fine. I haven't checked in on the other guy. He on gun guy. I lost track of him a long time ago. Probably for the best. I turned him down in a hotel and he ended up crying by himself in the bed. It was really awkward. Can't proceed with the storyline? Dude, that sucks. I'm sorry. Well, I hope that they fix it. Is it just like the end of a play test area, or is it like straight up completely bugged out? When I dumped my ex, all I remember feeling was an acute feeling that I had let her down. No sadness, no happiness. Well, sometimes it's for the best anyway. I feel really bad. There was one guy, he was the nicest guy. He and I dated. He was super sweet, but it was long distance. And also he was a vegetarian not by choice. Um he is like allergic to a certain protein in meat. Um and so he couldn't eat it without getting really really sick. And I could not imagine living like that for the rest of my life. I was like, I think I would end up being unhappy. Even though this guy was super nice. Like he really was. I hope he's doing well. The tick red meat thing, I'm not sure. He couldn't have any kind of meat. He couldn't have white meat either. I don't think it was related to a tick. I mean, it could be, but I don't know. I don't think he knew what it was either. He had gone to doctors and stuff, and nobody could tell him what was wrong with him. So, like, he can have eggs, but he can't have chicken or pork or, like, any kind of meat. It was very interesting, very weird. I mean, he was really gracious about it. He's like, I don't mind if, other people around me eat meat. It has nothing to do with like a preference thing. But I would feel bad making two dinners all the time. I really hope he's doing okay. 'Cause he deserves the best. Oopsie. Dropping stitches over here. First sector, the intro areas, the tutorial were badly made. They'll fix it and hopefully make it clear what you need to do. I hope so. That was a game that my husband really wanted to play. He thought it sounded super interesting, but everything that we were reading on it was that it really needs more time to cook. So it sounds like you're kind of confirming that. I'm doing great, thanks. I really like how even my stitches are. There's a couple of places where you can see holes a little bit better, but I mean, very even. And this will get folded in half like this, and it'll be a sleeve. Heck. I found out something not fun recently. Um, it is fascinating, but it is super not fun. Looks like it fits perfectly so far. It's hard to say because this is going to get folded in half. And then I'm also going to steam it so that it stretches out just a little bit. But the part I'm concerned about is when I tried on the one that I made for Shock, it was really tight across the shoulders. So I'm having to change how the back is put together, including how I make the sleeve itself. So I am concerned and hoping that I do this right. Because if I don't do it right, I'm not going to be able to wear it. It's not going to fit right, and I don't know how well I can fix it. It's going to be something that I have to like pin into place and see if it fits okay, probably, and kind of go from there, because I can always add more stitches on the end, probably. Like somehow add a panel with extra stitches. I don't know. I'm going to have to play with it, but I just started with the sleeves because they need the least amount of color work. I like doing color work, but goddamn, there's a lot of it. I couldn't imagine. There's somebody in the Discord, like a crochet Discord I'm in, that is making a blanket that is super color work heavy. Let me see if I can pull up a picture of their work. Yeah. So this is I was just talking for I know I just came back from ad break. I was just talking about I started with sleeves because it has the least amount of color work. There's somebody in this Discord, in this crochet Discord I'm in, that is doing a ton of color work for I think it's a blanket, but this is ridiculous. Like, look at all of that color work. I mean, it's two yarns, but I mean, all of these stitches, and I'm not sure how they do these colored like pieces like this. It is so crazy. I couldn't imagine doing this. It seems like too much work for me. But I'm willing to bet this will be super cool when they're done with it. Mm. Oh, over the weekend they dropped the Blu-ray. You could pre-order the Blu-ray for Project Hail Mary now. So we pre-ordered that because I want to make sure I own a physical copy of it. So I'll have the Blu-ray and I'll have the book once the book comes out in the fancy like cover. Then I'll have the sweater and the little popcorn ball. It'll be fun. Come on. My stitches are getting too tight. I need to chill my roll, I guess. Because fun fact, when crocheting, if you are overly stressed or listening to like crazy hard metal or stuff like that, it subconsciously makes you crochet tighter. Which can be both a blessing and a curse. I mean, if that's what you're going for, that's perfect. But if that's not what you're going for, that's a problem. How do you crochet when you can hear deedly dee right now? Deedly dee doesn't phase me as much as I guess it phases other people. It's not a stress inducing thing for me. Is it because I had music off for all of those streams? I don't think so, because I did also have to do a whole lot of like other listening and programming, not programming, but like a bunch of other stuff behind the scenes when I wasn't streaming with the song. So I've listened to it probably just as much as you guys. Probably would make you subconsciously crochet the sheet music. There are a couple of projects that I want to do involving stuff like that. One of them is a QR code. Like you can graph crochet a QR code, and it works when you scan it. And I have a couple of QR codes in mind that I would love to crochet. It would be really funny. Put a pattern on it so that the AI thinks you're a goldfish. I want to make one so when you like go to someone's house, you can set up a QR code so that anybody who scans that QR code can connect to your like guest internet. That would be really cool to have. I don't know how complex those specific QR codes are though. Then the other one would be a Rickroll. And that one I know that there's a pattern out there for because I've seen it. And I've seen people testing it and I've tested it myself. I just have to make one. Anyway, the not so fun, interesting thing that I learned. So there are a lot of women out there who can only take like certain kinds of birth controls based off of like, um, if they have migraines or other factors. And one of the more popular ones that you can take is like just basically like a estrogen replacement type thing, I guess. Um, and I found out, or I guess there was a study done in the UK that showed that that specific medication, if taken for 5 or more years, can lead to brain tumors. And I thought that was wild. Like, how did they not test for that before? It is so crazy. Okay, I need to grab stitch marker. Marking every 10 rows on a big project like this is super helpful. Okay. Here we go. Makes it so I can keep track of how many rows I've done in case I ever get confused, which is a lot. It happens a lot. Someone suggested that loud banging noise could be some like a garbage truck emptying a dumpster. I wonder if that could be what it is. I feel like it's louder than that though. Like that is a sound that I know. And I guess it could be similar, but it seems so much louder. Especially if there are people from like other areas like kind of close to my neighborhood that are hearing it at the same time. Like I feel like it can't just be something as simple as just a dumpster. It doesn't make no sense. I wonder where it would be at. Maybe maybe like the Jimmy John's up the street or something. But would they really be emptying the dumpster at like 7 p.m.? That doesn't make too much sense, but I guess can't always pick the time for something like that. I'm not looking forward to like the 4th of July time. I hate fireworks so much. I can't even explain how much I hate fireworks. It's going to be exhausting. An exhausting time of year. Gotta fix this stitch before I continue. Otherwise it's gonna look wonky. Or that stitch will look wonky. There we go. Now I'm in a groove again. Whenever like I fuck up a stitch, it always kind of ruins my groove and then it makes me hesitate a little bit. Oh my god. It's ruined my groove again. Project threw off my groove. Welcome back. Out of my groove, I keep like fucking up stitches. I mean, the stitches end up looking fine, but it takes a second. I have to go back and fix it. Don't fuck up stitches. Just don't do that. Working on it. Trying to make fun of bitches, but I'm not a sus muffin. It's okay. I saw there's a bunch of like goofy crochet type slogan things. One of them is I don't need a permit from not my 9mm because all of the like hooks are measured by millimeters. You can't see it. This one's 4.5mm. Or I'm a hooker because it's a hook. A personal favorite is I crochet so I don't stab people. I'm from Dead by Daylight. I'm used to it. Okay, we're about to get to the point of where, like, no return, where I'm gonna start changing the way the pattern is put together. I'm stressed. I love the stabby one. Yeah, the stabby one's really good. Nobody in Dead by Daylight makes hooker jokes, even with all the hooks everywhere, because we're all too aware that Dead by Daylight is the joke. I would be making a hooker joke all the time. I'm sure Jeremy makes hooker jokes. He's not in chat, but if he were, he'd be making hooker jokes. Does Jeremy play Dead by Daylight? I'm sorry to hear that. I don't think he's played in a while, but I do know he played a lot. He played with another guy that's only been on stream a couple times, named Ryan. They played a lot together. Can confirm. Yeah, 100%. Jeremy would be making hooker jokes. Once Say So Crew was dabbling in Dead by Daylight when I met them in late 2022, but we never faced off. It's probably for the best. If you're good, I can't imagine, like, none of us in that group are very good at video games. Okay. I was rusty due to my wrist injury, but I could have taken them most likely, more than likely. I love the Say So group, but I think we would all die. I've never played it. I'm not into horror type stuff. I understand the whole game is a joke, but, like, I don't know. I don't like being jump scared. Makes my heart hurt. I don't know whether the artisan is into the horror type stuff. Whenever she seems like she's about to talk about horror, she ends up saying something else. I don't know. I haven't really talked to Moo about it. I know Kaiko's into it. Kaiko bought me Mortuary Assistant, and then I almost started crying while playing the game with Kaiko in call because I was so scared. Yeah, she has like the Valley Girl way of saying horror games. She somehow makes 3 R's into 1 R. I don't understand how she does it. The video was so good, though. I'm glad you enjoyed it. It's one of my most watched clips. Okay, just making sure I'm... My dad has the other way of doing it. He says horror. It's from the Midwest. But then again, so is my mom, and she says it normally. Horror? 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 I guess that would be like northern Midwest, right? Horror? It sounds like some fucking Ohio way to say that shit. I say it weird because I have a speech impediment with the letter R, so I overcompensate so I don't sound like a Valley Girl. That's fair. There was a clip of Bibu trying to say rear wheel, She just kept struggling. It was like, wee wee. Wee wee. It was really goofy. I'm sure Moo has probably seen it. I know she loves Bibu. Shit. Oh my god. If I do it a third time, I'm gonna crash out. Okay. We're good. We're Gucci. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So this stitch, we're gonna go like this. So this is gonna be the start of the shape of the sleeve. And I think for this one, I will probably wait to put everything together until everything is crocheted. The other one, I was like, oh, I got the front and the back done. I'm gonna sew them together. I think I'm gonna wait and make sure that everything like fits correctly before I sew it together, which is how you're supposed to do it. I'm just impatient. It's going to be a huge test of patience and restraint to do that. I'm terrible about that, dude. Whenever I do any project, the first thing I do, like when I create a new, finish a new piece of it, is connect it to the next one. It's a huge downfall for me. Hi, Shrimpy. Woke up to a lemon being thrown at you, you know? It could be worse. I think I would be more upset if somebody threw a shrimp at me while I was asleep. This update sucks, dang. You wouldn't mind shrimp? I don't like shrimp very much. So now you can make lemonade. Exactly. See? It's a gift. I don't like a whole lot of seafood. However, when I was, we used to do HelloFresh, and there was a meal that we got that used barramundi as the fish. And that was the only time I've actually enjoyed eating fish. I have been waiting for barramundi to show up in any stores, because if I see it, I'll probably pick it up. I don't know what kind of fish it is. I just know that it tasted good. I like a good salmon. I can't say if I... So, it's worth mentioning, because I live in Nebraska, everything is triple landlocked. So, fish brought here has been frozen for a long time. It's not the best. Yeah. If you're on the coast, I'm sure that fish is way better. I would hope the shrimp is cooked and not sticky raw shrimp. I think I would still be upset even if it was a cooked shrimp. Because that would mean I fell asleep at hibachi. And that would be embarrassing. Could you imagine falling asleep at hibachi grill? Come on. There we go. Finally sleep at one of those would be impressive. There's a lot of noise. Oh yeah. A lot of fire, a lot of bright light. My sister-in-law, so for all of our birthdays, we do like a birthday dinner with my in-laws. But my sister-in-law and I, our birthdays are separated by one day. So mine's on the 20th, March 20th, and hers is March 21st. So I'm just like, I don't care about where we go. So she can pick, and she always picks hibachi. So we always go to hibachi for my birthday, even though I don't care that much about it. To me, it's just food. It's like the only time I eat shrimp. Once a year. I catch 2 shrimp in my mouth, and that's good for a year. I also think the chef would probably spray you with his little water thing. The first hibachi I've been to, he had a little extinguisher guy that looked like he was peeing while he sprayed water on the grill. Yeah. That one's really funny when you have like kids around. Because they're like, oh no, you can't do that. Still waking up? It's okay. I knew what you meant. My favorite part is when they do the shrimp thing because my smallest nephew, for whatever reason, is terrified of the shrimp going towards him. So he gets really upset and it's super funny. Like, I shouldn't laugh at a kid being upset at something like that, but it is extremely funny. Sometimes I wonder about that kid because like he recently we had dinner together or lunch together with my in-laws, and my mother-in-law makes this like fruit dip that is literally just cream cheese and brown sugar. It's basically just frosting. And his mom, my sister-in-law, was like, "Do you want some fruit dip with your strawberries?" And he said, "Yes." And then she gave him his plate because he's like 4. Like he can't make a plate by himself. Um she gives him his plate and he sees the dip in there and he gets really upset about it. It's like, I didn't want dip. She's like, okay, you don't have to eat it. Just eat around it. But then he was really upset because it was touching his strawberries. And at one point he he poked one of the strawberries and missed, and his finger went into the dip instead. And he had a full blown meltdown. He started screaming and went inside. Like, he was very upset about this, and everyone was looking around like, what the fuck just happened? Like, why is he so upset? It was just a running gag the rest of the day. We were like, be careful of the fruit dip, it might make you cry. I think there was just a lot going on. Like, it's not funny to laugh at him if he does have something like ADHD or autism or something. I don't think he does. I think he was just being dramatic. It was really funny. Really put where I live into perspective. I live in a small town with borderline nothing, and one of my cousins was scared of crabs when she was a toddler. Yeah, it's hard to tell with kids exactly. It could just be like overwhelmed because there was, a movie playing on the TV and we were outside. It was slightly windy, you know. There's just a lot going on. A skill issue. He did not appreciate that frosting at all. Messed up this version of 7 Days so that there were zombie bears and dire wolves from the starter area now. That's not good. Man, speaking of like starter areas, starting in Destiny is a hard thing to do. It is fucking terrible. I used to think the one who was scared of crabs would be put into special ed classes, but thankfully that's not her life. She's doing good in school. That's good. You could compare that to my brother, who would be like in a similar boat, was diagnosed with autism. He ended up not graduating high school. He never even went into middle school. He just did very poorly. I think he just didn't give a shit, though. Yeah, it's unimpressive. It didn't seem so bad per se, except for every single thing is described in jargon words that are unexplained. I think part of the problem is, at least for me, there's a large push to try to automatically start doing endgame stuff, just immediately out of the gate. They give you all the stuff to start in the tutorial area, but they're like, or you could just skip it all. If you skip it, you can get started in the game quicker. So a lot of people are going to skip that so that they can join their friends and play the game. And then after that, they're like, okay, here's the end game stuff, but they don't explain like what any of it is. So if you're just trying to do it on your own, like there's no way to know what's going on. It's really frustrating. I kind of get it. I'm not saying it's good to quit, but if I could pick up still having my mental health in good shape or graduating high school, I've chosen mental health. That's fair. I think my brother is a different kind of case, though. He just thinks he can get by without doing it. It's like, do you want to upgrade your gun? Well, crucible your Jupiter Echelon to the Moonlight Unlight Forge before the Excelsior Penumbra. Yeah, pretty much. You pretty much nailed it. It is almost exactly what it feels like. And then it's even worse. I find it much harder to try and learn from somebody who's played the game because of that exact reason. They're able to say, yeah, just go to XYZ, but you don't know what XYZ is because you've never played a Destiny game before. Just do this, but how do I do that? It's very unfortunate because it's supposed to be super good. You would think that they would do better. You don't know what a Jade Mech falsifier is? Blueberry? True. Forgot to move my shit over here. It's just I wish that there was more like something that Jeremy was saying, because we were playing with Jeremy. Yeah, these boss fights are really cool, but why are we killing them? Like, some amount of exposition would be nice. So we got to go do quest missions. But figuring out what quest missions we're supposed to do in the quest, like, files is so difficult that it's not... It almost doesn't feel worth doing. I am very thankful that Moo sent me a link yesterday of, like, the order that content was released, because otherwise I was going to be lost. I was never going to know any like story, and I am sure that eventually I would bounce off of it. You can tell Behavior has only had a brief time with 7 days, because the bear one just one shots you and leaves instead of knocking you down, putting you underneath the hook, and just leaves you under it and stares at you to take the game hostage. Oh yeah, everything is so rushed, and again with the stupid mumbo jumbo. Yeah. Deleting the main campaign was a choice. That's what Shock was saying. Shock played the original campaign, but nothing that he's done exists anymore. He's like, some of the characters that are like, this is why Destiny 2 is what it is, don't exist anymore. And he's like, I don't know what happened, and the only way I could find out is watching these videos. And if you go and watch the cutscenes, it's like watching a full-length movie. It's like 3 hours worth of content. And that's just one. That's just one of like 7 videos. When the Earth was young, the machines came, and when they left, then the Urtgar, the Deceiver, was upset, and now we have to shoot this 10-foot tall dude with armor, and everything will be better. Until the next another 10-foot tall dude with armor get upset. Yeah. Like, we're going onto other planets and killing things that live there. Why? It's just obnoxious. I'm going through and trying to learn the lore a little more. Saves you hours of having to listen to your ghost speaking for you, at least. Yeah, I guess so. Apparently Peter Dinklage used to be the ghost, and now we don't have to listen to him. So that's worth, I guess. I've heard that Peter Dinklage has done a lot of damage to the industry for what do they go by Little People now? I played during the days of Dinklebot at my friend's house. He's been butting heads with other little people. I know that he's created a sphere where it seems like he is the only person who should be hired for any of those kinds of roles, and it's actually damaged like a lot of people in that, you know, kind of realm's reputation and or like ability to do things. I don't know why they'd do that. I don't either. Like, did they do it? Was it like retconned at all? Like, is there a story reason why maybe they don't do it? That's the only reason I can think. Okay, we gotta grab more yarn. Hold on. Oh. My shoulder is in a lot of pain. I've been doing like this physical therapy for it's like an online physical therapy. And it's been great, but sometimes I still end up in a lot of pain. I love our community, but she picks the most obnoxious games in the history of life. She likes to pick the games that are very large. Is it Hinge Health? It's Sword. It's like, so my health insurance did this thing where they're like, hey, you qualify for free PT for a year. We'll send you a tablet and it's all online through this AI that motion tracks you, which, I mean, clearly I don't have a problem with motion tracking. at all. So I was like, okay, that's fine. We can do this. Um, but my shoulders are just, it's killing me. I'm not sure, I couldn't finish the game, but it seemed like a core experience. A villain stealing what makes Guardians what they are sounds pretty serious. Yeah. Blue Crush Blue Shield did the same thing but through a different company. Been working on my ankles. Once I finish with the shoulders, I plan on doing my knees and or lower back. I injured my lower back a while ago, and backs just don't heal. Like, they don't. So you just constantly have to take care of it. Um so it'd be good to just continue that. At least with Warframe and the later quests, there's some correlation between story and what you're doing. I'm sure that there is story, like correlation between the story and the like end game stuff we're doing. It's just that they don't give new players the chance to even attempt to learn the story before they throw them to the wolves. And that's what's so frustrating. It's a pretty good campaign. That's what I've heard. It's not, oh no, the universe is falling apart. Looks like you should make a 10-foot tall guy in some armor. I mean, they have story stuff in there. It's just they prefer you to just dive in and just say, hey, number go burr. Which, if that's all I cared about, then I could play a like an incremental game where number go burr all the time. Dead 10-foot tall guys in armor or duct tape in Destiny. There's nothing you can't fix in the Destiny universe by killing. That stitch was weird. My chair just broke. Oh, I think I saw a 10-foot tall armored guy down the street. The sniper rifle's under the couch. Yeah, you gotta take his legs to replace yours on the chair. Duh. Can't reach it? You need to go kill another one and make a ladder out of his spine. I don't mind games like that, though. I mean, I played a World of Warcraft for a long time. Like, a long-ass fucking time. So, like, just going out and killing things doesn't bother me. I just want to know why. And I want to have a chance to, like, understand what's happening and understand the game. Because I feel like I'm not, like, I don't even understand mechanics. And I'm just being thrown out there, you know? The game is just not new player friendly. Glad to be here. The crochet streams always delight me. I don't think too much of my wants or needs or preferences these days, but I'm happy here. Well, that's good. I'm glad. Oh. Maybe I just need to like ice my knuckles or something. Okay, it's on the back at least. My hands hurt. Yeah, just everything kind of hurts. I think it's the weather. The weather's been really weird. It's unseasonably nice outside right now. Normally it's pretty hot this time of year, but it's been in the 70s, which is amazing. But it's been like storms every couple days. It's worth mentioning that fibromyalgia runs in my family, so me being in pain is not that big a deal. Like, it is very normal. Chronic pain just happens. It's funny, my mom was actually one of the first people, as far as I could tell, like in the history of fibromyalgia, she was among the first people that were ever diagnosed with it. And my aunt is actually on disability because hers is so bad. So I will take just a little bit of pain. I'm fine. I can work, I can crochet. I can do fun things once in a while. I just have to be careful. For example, I would love to go to a trampoline park. That sounds like so much fun. But I know I would break both of my knees, so I can't. Just a hard no. No matter how badly I want to. Okay. We're gonna tie this real quick. In a way that hopefully it's not so obvious there's a knot here. And then we'll weave in these ends. My crochet app that I keep track of this pattern in is really nice. The one thing I wish I had was like a pencil so that I could like draw in the pattern on the other side of this arm so I know I'm doing it right. Since I'm doing it not quite. It's good to know when you're right. Yeah, exactly. It'd be nice to know for a fact that I'm doing it right. But the problem is that because I'm going off pattern a little bit and this doesn't have a pencil in it, I'm having to hope I'm doing it right. And I personally am not a fan of that. Come on, there we go. That stitch was a little wonky. I think these ones are all really tight. Crochet app. It knows me. It knows I'm right. If only. Dude, this app is so nice. I know that nobody in chat right now is like a crocheter or a knitter, but if you were, I would highly suggest this app. Like, obviously this isn't like sponsored or anything like that, but this app is a lifesaver, dude. I would argue even like cross stitch could use it. I think my dog's bebopping around upstairs. Just hear like the chair moving back and forth. He sits in one of the couch chairs like he's people. So when he gets up, you can hear it rocking back and forth. Ours is the same. Spur Coonhound, they're nesting dogs and psychologically required to go up on the couches. Bruno is Labrador Retriever. I think he has a little bit of Australian Shepherd in him, but he has like a little den downstairs that we gave him. He doesn't like the crate, but he does like his little den, which is literally just like a dog bed underneath a table with a blanket over it. I'm sad I don't get to see her this summer most likely, but I can't receive visitors. Aw. I'm sorry. That would make me sad. I crocheted too tight on this round before. It's causing me some problems. Come on. Man, I watch videos of other crochet artists, that are very good at what they do. And sometimes when I watch them like do a beginning crocheter class, which I mean definitely worth doing if you don't know how to crochet and stuff. But sometimes I watch them and I know that crochet is like a very personal thing for a lot of people. Like this is how I was taught how to hold everything by my mom, so that's why I hold it the way I do. But sometimes I watch them and they like take the yarn and they like wrap it around their pinky like 5 times and then up and around and then do it like this. And I could not imagine crocheting like this because like wouldn't that hurt your pinky? Like I don't know, man. I'll just take my single loop around the top, please. It's crazy. I don't get it. Man, I am so tired. I feel like I could fall asleep right now. I even slept well last night. It's crazy. Do I feel unwell? No, just tired. It's kind of a recurring thing. I don't know what's going on. I haven't been feeling overworked or anything because, like, I complained a lot about work, but they took one of the clients off of me. That was a huge pain. And now I feel like I'm doing okay. And, like, I've been caught up and have like downtime at work again. So I feel fine, like, work wise. So I don't think it's overwork at work. But I don't know, man. I have been getting these, like, weird, extremely painful headaches, though. It's always in the same place, every single time. So I wonder if they're connected. It's possible. My doctor told me it was probably just anxiety. Fuck them, yeah, pretty much. I think you had said BRB when it was mentioned. Um, but apparently, so I don't know how much you know about, like, birth control type stuff, but there's certain people are only allowed to get certain kinds of birth control. So if you're somebody who gets migraines with an aura of any kind, you can only take certain kinds of birth control because it could cause you to have a stroke, apparently. Um, there was a study done on the medication for the people who have to take that kind of birth control that was done in the UK. And they said that if you take this birth control for like 5 or more years, you have an increased chance of having a brain tumor that can cause, like, exhaustion, headaches, nausea, like all this stuff. But even with the increased chance, it's still pretty low. But it's bad enough that there's a bunch of women in the UK filing a class action lawsuit against companies that use the specific medication. It's pretty interesting stuff. I shall wait for Ad Jail to come back. Rip Ad Jail. Tough times. Sorry, my sub lapsed. It's okay. Oh, so you got Prime. There you go. Yeah, take that $4 from fucking Bezos. Fuck him. Just in time for the end of the ad break. And for Deedly D. Thank you for the resub. I do appreciate it. I don't know the last part of what you heard. But basically, because this medication is so prevalent, there was those humble billionaires, they can get brain tumors. Okay, so those brain tumors can sometimes cause nausea, dizziness, confusion, exhaustion, like abnormal exhaustion, and extreme headaches. And it's only for people who have been on it for like 5+ years. It's bad enough that there are a bunch of women in the UK after this study was published um, that are putting together a class action lawsuit against the companies that make this medication, because that's fucking ridiculous that it was put to market that can cause brain tumors. So it's interesting times. I don't know if I have a whole lot of other options as far as birth control goes, so I am probably stuck on that same medication. I mean, the chance of getting those specific brain tumors is very low. It's worth mentioning, but it isn't zero. Worry about people a lot. Yeah, I mean it. Sometimes it's just how it be. Message up here. Lots and lots of deedly dee, yeah. My husband just sent me a message. So he goes to bed really early because he works on UK shift. So he has to be up like at 2 a.m. to go to work. So he goes to bed before I start stream. And he just sent me a message and I was like, oh my God, is he okay? And I asked him, hey, you okay? He said, yeah, I just woke up and was super warm. Hashtag bug eater. Because our cat Luna Bug is like up against him. Apparently Blizzard is adding, or Blizzard, DQ is going to have more Blizzard options, which sounds really good right now. A Blizzard sounds so good. I like their royal cheesecake Blizzard with the strawberries in it. Oh, so good, dude. But they have a, what does that say? Biscoff cookie Blizzard, Stars and Stripes Misty Slush Float. I don't know what's in that. That sounds kind of good. Strawberry Mango Mochi Blizzard, and then a Mexican style hot chocolate with Abuelita Blizzard. That sounds good. We make Abuelita hot chocolate once in a while. Stars and Stripes Misty Slush Float. Layers of cherry misty slush, soft serve, and blue raspberry misty slush. Neat. That sounds good. Although I couldn't imagine having like a hot chocolate flavored something in the middle of summer. I mean, I love hot chocolate, but it's hot. You will eat it. I like getting the cheesecake Blizzard, and I'll substitute the vanilla ice cream for chocolate ice cream. 10 out of 10, highly suggest. Nope, Leo. Oh my god. My cat has decided that he wants to be a part of stream. Can I help you? You could just see his little paws there. Hi, buddy. What's up? Hi, Leo. Oh my goodness. I can't see what I'm doing, buddy. I need to be able to see. Hello. I think Leo is trying to tell me it's bedtime. Oh. Oh. Hi, buddy. Is it bedtime? You want some cuddles? Cuddles? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This cat, dude. He's a stream crasher, all right. Hello, buddy. I can't even can I have my arms at least? So I can end stream before you decide to end it for me? He's turned off my computer before to get my attention. So probably call it before my cat calls it for me. Let's see who's streaming. Yes, Leo, I see you. I see Hikimori. Oh my god. Hello. Hello. Oh my god, I can't see. And I see Davy. We could go see Davy. It's been a little bit. Oh my god, Leo. I need to be able to see. Okay, excuse me for a second, buddy. Let me get to my keyboard, please. Okay, we're gonna see Davy. I'll be back on Thursday. We're gonna probably be playing Destiny as a group because I don't work on Friday, and neither does Shock. So all of us will be able to play together. Wednesday, depending on how things go, we might play a game with everyone. So there might be an extra stream on Wednesday. Otherwise, it will just be on Thursday. We'll play Destiny. So that's the plan. So here's my raid message. I'm trying to fight my cat for my keyboard. Oh my god, Leo, stop. Stop. That's the raid message. Stop, Leo. Fucking Christ. I'm so sorry. We're gonna... Chaos. Okay, bye.